What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk to you about quick performance. So, Anthony needed a set of axles for the wagon. He had 31 splines in it, and they are twisted. They didn't break, but they're twisted. We filled out the paperwork, the axle order form, got that all filled out, sent that in, and, a week or so later, Anthony gets his axles, and we go to put them in, and they don't fit. So the bearing on them, we got the HD bearing, and we go to slide it in, and they actually went in and bolted up, and it, spline's right, and the third member's good, and all that, and go to put the brakes on, and we can't get the brakes shimmed out far enough to not drag. And when he went to put one of the wheels on, he noticed that the tire is now closer to the outside of the car, and it's rubbing. So we tear the thing back apart, pull the axles out. We noticed that the bearing is actually a different height than the original bearing on the 31. So, and with that, the axle actually sticks out a little further from the housing than his old 31 spline axles did. So a couple of phone calls to Quick Performance, and Anthony got a hold of the lead tech there and explained everything that was going on. And the tech was like, you know what, that with that bearing, it's a little bit wider. It does something with, there was two different brakes. Anthony's got aerospace, and there was, so that with the aerospace and the one other brake with that particular bearing, it makes it so they don't fit right. So he knew this already. He knew exactly what the problem was, and his response was, we're going to get you out another set of axles. When do you need them? Anthony's like, I have to race next weekend. He's like, holiday weekend, we'll get them done today. We'll have them to you on Tuesday, since Monday's a holiday. Now, I can't stress enough that with what we do, with all of us in this industry, how important customer service is. And what Quick did, a lot of companies won't do that. We rely heavily on people. We rely on them to get us parts that are built correctly, that are manufactured correctly, that are assembled correctly, that are sent out on time, that arrive on time, just the whole industry is just built on people. So the fact that we get anything for our cars that's on time, that fits, that works, period, is amazing in 2026. These companies we have a set of Molle pistons sitting here, and it took us, I think, 5 weeks to get them. And it's not Molle's fault. They didn't have any in stock. They're getting ready to do a run. That got pushed back because of something else. You guys, these companies are having the same problem that everybody in your hometown or your local city is having. They can't find people that want to come to work. They can't find people that will stick around. They can't find people that will pass a drug test. They can't find people that will run a CNC. They're willing to train somebody to run a CNC, but then they don't show up to work, or they want a ton more money, and they have to watch their payroll. They have to, try to be competitive on their price. They have to do all these things, and they have to find good people, and they're just not out there. And the people that they do have, that they do retain, they're paid well. And I'm super thankful for all of them, because without those people coming to work, you guys, none of us would be out here racing. We wouldn't be out doing what we're doing. And it's amazing to me that there are some companies out there that still today refuse to provide any type of customer service, anything decent at all, or any. You'd be lucky if some of these places pick up the phone. So to be able to work with a company like Quick Performance that picks up the phone, that addresses your concern, that takes care of an issue, that is willing to step up and say, you know what, we're just going to send you a new set, and when you get a chance, set the old ones back. That, to me, in today's world, is actually amazing, and we appreciate them so much. We aren't working with them as a sponsor. We really want to on this Mustang, but whether we get that opportunity or not, we're still using Quick Performance for value, quality, customer service. That's our go-to. We have Quick Performance third member in the S10. We've actually got 2 of them from Quick, and both of them, we bolted them in, and I think within 2 weeks we went on our first drag and drive with each third member. We've had 0 issues. They've been spot on. It was the right gear set. It was the right spool. It fit the axle. Bolt in and go. Bolt in, throw oil in it, and get down the road. And we've had 0 issues. That's huge to me, especially in an 8-second drag and drive car. Well, I mean, we're not just making 8-second passes. We're putting thousands of miles on these things. And I think drag and drive cars are the ultimate test of somebody's parts and their quality and their ability to make a good part. So we do work with a lot of really good sponsors, and they're the same. They take care of us, not because they're a sponsor, but because they're just a good company. So if you know of a good company, put their name out there. Tell everybody you know. We absolutely need these companies. We need them just as much as they need us. And if we're not supporting them, if we're not promoting them, in the world we live in, it's not hard for a company to just be gone. You wake up one morning and they're just not there anymore. They couldn't make it. They couldn't find people. Prices are going up constantly. We have to take care of them as well as they take care of us. So please do what you can. Help them out. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We're going to get more on the Mustang here right after race week. We'll get race week coming up in a couple of weeks. And then as soon as we get back from that, I got to get this front end apart, and we're going to get a whole bunch of stuff bolted on there. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, you guys.